Morning guys, Paul here with Bass Hags Fishing. Today we are on Sunrise Lake in Middlton, New Hampshire. Never wet a line in this place before, so today we're going to do something different. We're going to do a lake breakdown video. So follow along with me. We're going to try to figure this place out in a couple hours, see what they're biting on. So follow along and see if we can figure these fish out today. All right guys, so today, to help me break down this lake a little bit, I have a few baits on the deck right now, a few different setups, so we're gonna see what they're biting on. So I got a Beast Coast Seduce minnow tied on. I have a Rapala Crush City Janitor tied on, Nico rigged, and then I have a bladed jig tied on. I have a Beast Coast, a little Magnum tied on with a Beast Coast trailer. I have a stick bait. So hoping that one of these will pay off today. All right guys, so I'm gonna start throwing some baits here, see if we can figure these fish out. I'm gonna start shallow on some docks. The water's a little stained right now. I can only see down about 1.5 foot. So I'm gonna stick with black and blue today, hopefully kind of help it stand out a little bit better, and a little better silhouette. So I'm gonna start with these docks, this kind of shoreline here, and see what we can come up with. Alright guys, so I just fished around a couple docks with no success. I did notice one decent fish on an isolated boulder out in about 5 feet of water. So I'm going to move out to some deeper water and see if these fish aren't on some main lake points and isolated boulders out a little deeper. There we go. Finally got one. It took me a little bit, guys, but I found him. Oh, there goes one. There we go. Got one. Good one. There we go. They just lost one a minute ago. Good one. So it took me a little bit to get them. I haven't seen anything deeper than that. I'm in 7 feet of water right now. I mean, it's been a tough bite this morning. You know, started just fishing around the docks, and then I'm out here. There's an isolated rock pile out here in about 7 to 8 feet of water. There's a group of them on them, but they've just been really hard to get this morning. Just had one on a jig, and it jumped off, and then just caught that one on a Nico rig. So we can get back at it. I think I kind of figured out where they're hiding. So we'll see if we can get some more. Alright, so it appears that the Nico rig is what's getting the bites today. I just threw a jig in there. I had one hit it, didn't commit to it. I mean, not big, but I'll take them. So see if we can find some largemouth. I think I figured out the smallmouth. They're out here on these little rock points and isolated rock piles out in 5 to 7 feet of water. So see if we can go find some largemouth. That's a good one. Stay hooked up. That was a big largemouth right there, guys. That's another one right there. Ooh. Ooh, look at that smallmouth, guys. Ooh. Boat flipping 3-pounders. Caught that one on a Beast Coast little Magnum and Bruise. It's freaking beautiful fish right there. Another one. Back-to-back cast. That's the kind we need right there. Yeah, come here. No. How's that? Back-to-back cast, guys. 2.5 pound, 3 pound smallmouth, and a 3 pound largemouth to follow it up. Awesome. All in the same stuff. So I'm out here. I'll let this guy go, then I'll tell you where I am. So I'm about, I don't know, 200 yards from shore. There's a long rock pile that extends out parallel to the shoreline for quite a ways. I think these fish are either sitting right on top of that rock pile or they're right on the drop of it. So again, second fish in a row. So Beast Coast little Magnum jig. I got it in the Bruise color, and I have a Flippin' Delight, a Beast Coast Flippin' Delight as a trailer. I have it cut down just to keep a small profile, but the last 2 fish I had, the fish went right after it and crushed this bait. So let me get back in the water and catch some more. That's a good one. Another good largemouth. Same ridge line. I missed 2 or 3 back there. They crushed it, and I couldn't get a good hook set on them. But that one came and hit it pretty hard. Beautiful fishing here. Again, not bad for the first time being out here on Sunrise Lake. I'll take these. right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me today here on Sunrise Lake in Middleton, New Hampshire. Thanks for following along with me today as I broke down the lake a little bit and try to figure this place out. I can't really complain for this being the first time ever being out here. Found some decent fish, and I hope this video helped you guys either break down the lake, and if you ever make a trip out here to Sunrise Lake, hopefully this will help you get on them fairly quickly. So if you guys like the video, please like, subscribe, follow along on Facebook, and watch for future content. Thanks for watching.